Point of entry, where are we taking them to? That's your collection point, right? That's your collection point. How we getting them there?
Carries it back.
Any way possible, I usually say, okay? Any way possible. Vehicle, buddy carriers, whatever. However I get them, okay? Okay, where's it going to next? Where's it going to next? Battalion A station, right? Where's that battalion A station, right? Battalion A station. How am I getting here? Ground. Okay, let's say we're taking it to the A station by ground. Who's ground? Yes, right? Marines got their own organic personnel. Okay? So all of a sudden, that line, those lines are starting to extend. I want to be able to keep that treatment forward. What do the Marines do? Surgery up front, frisk, shock trauma platoon, here are all kinds of different things. What do you think the Marines do? Okay, so the Marines, same as the Army. Okay? Same thing. They can break their battalion A station into teams. Okay? Same exact concept. If I need to push that forward, I can do weak block operations. I can split those teams. I can cover different areas of operation. Okay? Now, what happens in the Marines if I lose that part of the treatment team? Now, what do? The Army has the treatment teams that come out of the baseball medical company, right? They can push them. Do the Marines have anything? Shock trauma platoon, STPs, right? Which is very small. You have those? Okay. So a shock trauma platoon, okay, can come forward and do that reconstitute, augment, or reinforce that battalion A station, right? Or take over as one of those teams coming forward. Okay? Same how STP come from. You tell me, where's the STP come from?
I would suspect the analogous unit to the vehicle medical company, but I don't know
Which is what?
the Marines name for it.
Come on now, we talked about this 3 times. Where's the STP come from? What's the role 2 for the Marines? The medical battalion, right? The Marine Corps medical battalion, right? That Marine Corps medical battalion has 6 to 8 STPs and 3 surgical companies, right? So that's what they can push that STP forward. Again, to reinforce, augment, or reconstitute that battalion A station. Okay? All right. So again, we got that STP forward. Again, how about start to move those lines of evacuation, right? My evacuation timelines are starting to extend. What can I do to help myself out there? Get things back into the fight. Ambush exchange point, right? So I can set up an AXP. Okay. Here we go. Okay, got an AXP. Again, if I start extending it, I want to be able to have some sort of treatment at AXP. What can I use for that? Shock trauma. Okay, shock trauma can do that for me too, right? Moving forward, co-locate with an AXP. Okay. That way I don't have to keep those ambulances there. You drop the download, let those ambulances go back out of the fight and treat. Make sense? Okay. Now,
Is the MMB analogous to the, they have 2 STPs, just so that they have the
MMB, what are you talking about?
Marine Medical Battalion.
The Marine Medical Battalion actually has 6 to 8 STPs. Okay, 6 to 8. Now, I think in the order says it's a Marine Medical Battalion minus, right? So they didn't bring all 6 to 8, but they got some STPs that came forward, right? Okay. Now remember, on this Brigade Support Medical Company, when I push those treatment teams out, I still have treatment back at the Brigade Support Medical Company. I didn't lose that. Okay? They have a section that stays there that does the treatment, the patient holding, and all that kind of stuff. Okay? That treatment piece is just another piece that goes down. Okay. All right, so now I want surgery. Okay? Now I want surgery.
Seemed that
Where am I going to get surgery for in the Marines?
LHA.
FST, LHA. Okay, surge companies. Okay, surge companies. Now, like the Army has this forward surgery team, right? Small team, right? Come forward, do forward resuscitated type of surgery. Okay? Does the Marine Corps have anything like that we can push really deep forward into the operation? What is it?
FRSS.
FRSS. Pull me an FRSS over there. Give me one of those out. All right, what's FRSS? Forward resuscitated surgical system. Okay? So, comes out of a surgical company. Okay, so those docs are surgical surgery company will assign to an FRSS. Okay? Now, can an FRSS stand by itself? What do you think? No, they're not self-supportive, self-sufficient, okay? But let's say I wanted to push in forward surgery, okay, to an operation. So what I can do is I can set an FRSS, which is a section of that surgical company, forward. But I co-locate them, I bring also an STP. Why would I connect the STP to them? Vehicles, what, somebody said something here?
I said post op.
Okay, what about post-op? What do you mean?
Take them out of the OR, you gotta put them somewhere.
You gotta hold them, right?
Yeah.
Gotta have some sort of holding capability, right? So that STP has a little bit limited holding capability I can bring. So when I come out of that surgery, I've got somewhere I can time a station and hold them until evacuation, right? Okay. So I can pair up an FRSS and an STP, and that gives me a forward surgical presence, okay, in the battle space, similar to the FST, right? The FST has no real holding capability. I can pair that with that brigade support medical company, give me some sort of some holding capability, okay? The Marine Corps will use this for forward surgery. They'll also use this if they know they're going to bring in a surgical company, and they want that forward presence now, that early entry kind of piece. They'll bring that in, because remember, these come from the surgical company, right? So they'll push that out the door, they'll get them set up, and then they'll bring that surgical company to fall in on that footwork. Okay? That's how they bring that surgery in. You also see FRSS and STP during amphibious operations. Okay, they want to get some surgery on shore quickly. They'll push that system, okay, to transition from offshore to onshore surgery capability. Okay? How am I getting it back to the surgery team? From, let's say, from the aid station.
Ground in.
Who's ground ambulance? STP, right, good. STP, right? They got some ground ambulances they can push forward. Okay? All right. So again, same concept. They can do that leapfrogging, they can split, they can stay together, like plant themselves and provide that treatment. Okay? Now, how am I moving these guys out of these surgery units back to roll 3s? Okay, use medevac, right? If I'm doing it by ground, who's doing it for me? The cash? Right? Remember, the cash has no ground ambulances. Okay, that's kind of a weird thing, but that hospital has no ground ambulances. They had to use that core ground ambulance company to do that movement for them. Okay? So they can pull that in. It comes out of the MMB. Right? So let's see, what else? Yeah, STP, think of STP as a, I think in the notes, it's a roll 1 when it's by itself. Am I right there?
correct.
It's a roll 1 by itself. So STP has no surgery. Okay? It's roll 1, you know, first responder. Yep. Yeah, it's like a battalion station, okay? Just like that brigade support medical company. Those treatment teams that come out of the USMC. Those surgery. Okay, yes ma'am.
Sir, so when you take the FRSS and the STP, how do you combine those two things? How do you make
The STP has some limited holding capability. I can't remember what that is. Does it say, what is it?
So the
It's 10 beds, right?
Yes.
10 beds, I don't know how many hours it is. I can research it. No, I don't know how many hours. I have to go back and do some research on the hours. They have 10 beds. 10 times, yeah.
Good.
And again, it's just very, because remember I told you a couple days ago that the Marines actually devised a new system based on the last 13 years. So they put this module inside of a helicopter. And it literally fits, they put it in a helicopter, they bolt it to the floor, it carries 2 litter patients, there's a nurse, and there's a high-speed flight medic that are put on board. And their main purpose is to fly patients out of surgery back to roll 3. Because they were, at the beginning, they were just throwing them in regular, aircraft, or maybe a medic, and they just figured out, wait a minute, these guys they need a little bit higher, care coming out of surgery. So the Marines developed that, because there's not much holding over there. That is, yep, equate this to an FST. Okay? The Army looks at FSTs as roll 2 Ls, stand for light. Okay? This I would consider a roll 2, in this configuration is a roll 2L light, okay? If I bring it in a full surgical company, that would be a roll 2E echo, which is an E. Yes, sir.
How would the Pedro emergency get into this aspect?
Which team?
The Pedro or the Mert helicopter?
You talking about for the Marines?
Or the Army? Do we only use it in the Army? Because we have a Mert team that goes in
What's MERT stand for?
medical nurses.
Okay. No such animal in the Army.
Is it British accent?
No, I know. Yeah, I would say all the Army has is dedicated area medevacs, okay?
So you guys can use it to sort of forward.
Well, our medevac would go forward and pick up as far as point of injury, you take all the way back to roll 3 if needed.
Right. So you skip the roll 2.
Yep. So if I pick the guy up here, that's a good question. So if I pick the guy up here, okay, why would I skip roll 2? And when would I take him to it? Let me ask you this. So there's an FST sitting here, right? And there's a catch sitting back there. When would I skip the FST? What's that? Needs more care, okay? Rolls 2's forward, what's that?
You could use like neurosurgery or something that's not going to be at that role too.
Okay, when would I stop the FST? Life-saving measures, right? If I know he isn't going to make that flight back, and he needs surgery, and no way is he going to make it back to the cache, I'm going to take him there, right, for some life-saving type surgery, get him patched up, and then carry him back on to the roll 3, so we'll do some more invasive type surgery, right? Remember, forward resuscitative care is what roll 2 is, right? Forward resuscitative care. That's the only reason we're pushing FSTs forward is for that life-saving type of surgery. Guy is going to make it out. He's going to bleed out. I got to get to the surgeon now. I'm dropping into one of these more surgical units, knowing that he's going to need more. Any other questions? That's what we're looking for tomorrow, okay? Basically, just how do I clear them off the objective? How do I continue that treatment as I push forward on that offensive operation, okay? Pay attention to this one. You might see it again in a couple days in a field environment called Bushmaster. My little hint to you.